Hi everyone. Have you ever stopped to think how a small, selfless act could completely transform not only someone else's life but also your own? Today, I'm bringing you a story that captures the beauty of kindness and its power to spark extraordinary change. It's a tale filled with unexpected turns, heartwarming surprises, and a profound message about the impact of compassion. Stay with me until the end. You'll be amazed by how one moment of generosity unfolds into something truly life-changing. It was a bitterly cold winter night, and 22-year-old Lily tightened her coat around her, her breath visible in the freezing air. Life had not been kind to her recently. After losing her job as a receptionist at a small dental clinic that shut down, every penny counted. With only $20 left in her pocket, she had been meticulously planning how to stretch it until she could find work again. Groceries were running low, and her rent was due in a week. Still, Lily couldn't ignore the sight before her as she turned the corner near her apartment. An elderly man sat huddled against the wall of a dimly lit convenience store. His tattered clothes barely covered him, and his frail hands trembled as he held them out to shield himself from the biting wind. Most people walked past him without sparing a glance, but something about him pulled at Lily's heart. She thought of her own struggles and the constant fear of losing the little she had, and yet she felt compelled to act. With a deep breath, Lily approached him and knelt by his side. "Are you okay?" she asked softly, her voice tinged with both concern and hesitation. The man looked up, startled. His eyes, though weary, held a glimmer of hope. "Just trying to make it through the night," he murmured, his voice hoarse. Without a second thought, Lily reached into her pocket and pulled out the crumpled $20 bill. "Here," she said, pressing it into his hand. "Get something warm to eat or find a shelter for the night." The man's eyes widened in disbelief as tears welled up. "Thank you," he whispered, his voice breaking. Lily gave him a small smile before walking away, her own heart heavy yet strangely light. That night, Lily went to bed in her tiny, drafty apartment, wrapping herself in the few blankets she owned to stay warm. Despite her financial worries, she felt a sense of peace knowing she had helped someone in need. Little did she know, her act of kindness had set into motion a series of events that would change her life. The next morning, Lily woke to a peculiar sight. On the doormat outside her apartment lay a plain white envelope. It was unmarked, no name, no return address. Confused, she picked it up and opened it carefully. Inside was a note written in neat handwriting. "Thank you for your kindness. Your compassion is rare and it doesn't go unnoticed. Go to the cafe on Maple Street today. There's something waiting for you." Lily's heart raced. Who could have left this note? Could it have been the man from last night? And if so, how? She debated whether to go, the skepticism warring with curiosity. In the end, curiosity won. Bundling herself up, she stepped out into the cold and made her way to the cafe mentioned in the note. The Maple Street Cafe had once been her favorite spot when times were better. As she stepped inside, the warmth and aroma of freshly brewed coffee enveloped her, a stark contrast to the icy streets outside. "Lily?" the barista called out as she stood hesitantly near the counter. She nodded, surprised. The barista handed her a steaming cup of coffee and a plate with a warm croissant. "These are for you. Paid for by someone who asked to remain anonymous." Lily sat at a small table by the window, sipping her coffee and trying to piece together what was happening. Her mind kept circling back to the old man, but she couldn't imagine how he could be behind this. Just as she finished her croissant, a man in a tailored coat approached her table. "Are you Lily?" he asked, his voice calm yet confident. She nodded, her curiosity piqued. "My name is James," he said, sitting across from her. "I saw what you did last night. It's rare to see someone give so selflessly, especially when they have so little themselves." Lily was stunned. "You saw that? But how—" James smiled. "Let's just say I was in the right place at the right time. What you did reminded me of the kindness someone once showed me when I was at my lowest. It changed my life, and now I try to do the same for others." He slid a small envelope across the table. "Inside is an opportunity, a chance to turn things around. It's not charity, it's a second chance, just like I was given." Lily opened the envelope with trembling hands. Inside was a letter offering her a position at James's company, along with a small advance to help her get back on her feet. Tears filled her eyes as she read the words. "Why me?" she whispered, overwhelmed. James leaned forward, his gaze steady. "Because kindness like yours deserves to be rewarded, and because I believe in paying it forward." In the weeks that followed, Lily's life began to change. She embraced her new job with determination, saving money and finding stability she hadn't felt in years. She never saw the old man again, but his memory stayed with her, a constant reminder of the power of compassion. And so, Lily made it a point to pay forward the kindness she had received. A meal for a stranger, a warm coat for someone in need, small acts that carried a ripple effect she would never fully see but always believe in. Thanks for watching, and until next time.